Have you ever been in a situation where you weren't quite sure if someone was really interested in you or just being friendly? It can feel confusing, right? Well, let me tell you a quick story. I once had a friend who would constantly wonder if a woman he liked was dropping hints or if he was just imagining things. He'd come to me, replaying every little detail of their conversations, hoping to get some clarity. But understanding someone's subtle signs can be a real art. And sometimes, those signs are more straightforward than you'd think. Let's dive into these hidden cues that might tell you if she's really interested. The subtle signs of attraction you might be missing. When it comes to attraction, many signals are far less obvious than we think. People, especially women, often communicate interest through subtle cues rather than direct words. One of the most common signs is mirroring, where she unconsciously mimics your movements, gestures, or even your tone of voice. This happens because, psychologically, mirroring helps build a connection and reflects a level of comfort. If you lean in, she might lean in too. If you take a sip of your drink, she may do the same shortly after. It's a sign that she feels aligned with you, even on a subconscious level. Another powerful indicator is prolonged eye contact. While brief glances might mean she's just polite or acknowledging your presence, holding eye contact a bit longer than usual can show genuine interest. Notice how her gaze behaves when you're in conversation. Does she look away shyly but then look back? That's a strong signal of attraction. Similarly, if she laughs a bit too easily, or at jokes that aren't even that funny, it could be her way of showing she's engaged and enjoying the connection. Pay attention to physical proximity too. If she's gradually closing the distance between you or finds reasons to be closer, like brushing against you lightly or leaning in when she talks, these subtle moves reveal she's comfortable and open to more intimate interaction. Body language often speaks louder than words, and spotting these small signs can tell you a lot about her feelings toward you. Recognizing and understanding these subtle cues can help you gauge whether there's mutual attraction or just friendly interaction. Body language cues that reveal her true intentions. Body language is a powerful tool for reading a person's intentions, especially when it comes to attraction. Often people reveal more through their body language than they do with words. One significant indicator is her posture. When a woman is attracted to someone, she will unconsciously angle her body toward them. This open posture, where she turns her shoulders and feet in your direction, signals comfort and interest. She may also avoid crossing her arms, which shows she's receptive to connection rather than closed off. Another key body language cue is the subtle act of preening. This is when she adjusts her hair, smooths her clothes, or even touches her neck while talking to you. Preening is often a subconscious behavior, and it's rooted in our natural desire to make ourselves more attractive when interested in someone. It's a way of drawing your attention to her without overtly doing so. Additionally, if she frequently touches her hair or plays with a piece of jewelry, it can be a strong sign she's trying to keep your focus on her. Proximity also plays an important role. If she leans in close while speaking or steps closer to you during conversation, she's likely comfortable with you and wants to bridge the gap. This closeness shows that she's interested in making a connection. Touch is another powerful cue. If she lightly touches your arm, shoulder, or even your hand during conversation, it's usually an indication of comfort and attraction. Ultimately, reading her body language can reveal her genuine intentions, even when her words might not. Learning to pick up on these non-verbal cues helps you understand her comfort level, interest, and intentions, giving you insight into her feelings without needing direct confirmation. How to read her hints without asking directly. Sometimes the biggest challenge in understanding someone's interest is the hesitation to ask directly. Many women prefer to show their interest through subtle hints rather than open words, making it essential to read between the lines. One of the most common ways she may hint at her interest is through playful teasing or light-hearted sarcasm. If she jokes with you in a way that isn't mean-spirited but rather adds a spark to the conversation, she could be testing the waters and gauging your reaction to see if you share her interest. Another hint might come through her willingness to share personal stories. If she opens up about her life, her experiences, or even her dreams, she's creating an emotional bridge, hoping to deepen the connection. When a woman talks about her passions, struggles, or ambitions, it's often her way of inviting you into her inner world. This level of openness isn't something she offers to just anyone, so if she's sharing meaningful parts of her life, it's a clear indication she feels comfortable and connected. Also, pay attention to her availability. If she's quick to respond to messages or goes out of her way to spend time with you, that's a significant hint she's interested. People are generally selective with their time, so if she's choosing to invest in conversations with you or rearranging her schedule to meet, it's a strong signal she values your presence. Furthermore, she may try to subtly hint at plans for the future, even casually mentioning places she wants to visit or things she'd like to do, subtly inviting you to join her without directly asking. Reading these hints without having to ask directly allows you to understand her level of interest naturally and gives you insight into her feelings without making her feel pressured to express them outright. It's all about picking up on the nuances and responding in a way that makes her feel appreciated and understood. Unspoken signals, how she shows she wants more. Sometimes attraction isn't expressed in words, but through subtle, unspoken signals that reveal her deeper interest. These unspoken signals can be incredibly telling if you know what to look for. One of the strongest signs is her effort to create shared moments and experiences. If she finds reasons to do things together, whether it's as simple as suggesting a coffee run or sharing a favorite activity, she's creating opportunities for connection. This silent gesture shows she values time spent with you and hopes you'll notice her desire for more closeness. Her non-verbal cues during conversation also provide insight. For instance, if she leans in when you speak, maintaining close proximity, it indicates that she's engaged and wants to feel closer to you physically as well. Similarly, if her eyes linger a bit longer, especially during moments of laughter or when you're discussing something meaningful, it's a powerful, silent message of her attraction. These lingering glances, coupled with genuine smiles, often indicate she's enjoying your presence and is open to exploring a deeper connection. Touch can be one of the clearest unspoken signals of all. If she lightly touches your arm during a conversation or lets her hand linger a bit longer when you pass something to her, these are subtle yet powerful signs. People don't usually invade someone's personal space unless they feel a genuine level of comfort and interest. These brief touches may seem casual, but they often signify a level of affection or interest that words might not express as clearly. By paying attention to these unspoken signals, you can better understand her feelings and intentions without needing a direct conversation. Recognizing these cues allows you to respond in a way that acknowledges her interest and encourages further connection, creating a shared understanding through actions rather than words. Flirting or friendly? The differences you need to know. It can be challenging to distinguish between friendly behavior and genuine flirting, as the line between the two is often blurred. However, certain behaviors and cues can help you understand her true intentions. A key differentiator is the nature and intensity of eye contact. In a friendly context, eye contact may be brief and casual, but when someone is interested romantically, eye contact tends to be prolonged, intense, and often accompanied by a warm or inviting smile. If she's holding your gaze a little longer than usual, especially during meaningful or light-hearted moments, it's likely a sign of interest rather than mere friendliness. Another important indicator is the nature of her compliments. Friendly compliments are often general and may focus on safe topics, like saying you're good at your job or that you have a nice sense of style. However, a flirty compliment tends to be more personal and intimate. She might compliment your smile, the way you laugh, or even your voice. These compliments go beyond the surface and are a subtle way of showing that she's noticing unique aspects of you. Flirty compliments often make you feel seen in a deeper way, hinting that she's drawn to you on a more personal level. Physical touch is also a crucial element in determining whether her behavior is friendly or flirtatious. Friendly touches are often brief and incidental, like a light pat on the back or a casual brush on the shoulder. In contrast, flirtatious touches tend to be more intentional, lingering just a little longer. She might touch your arm during a conversation or playfully bump into you, using touch as a way to connect. People generally reserve these kinds of touches for those they feel drawn to, making it a strong indicator of romantic interest. Understanding these subtle differences can help you avoid misinterpreting her behavior, allowing you to respond in a way that matches her intentions. By noticing these cues, you can gauge her level of interest more accurately, distinguishing between friendly gestures and genuine flirtation. The secret ways. Women indicate interest. When a woman is interested, she often uses subtle and indirect ways to show it, relying on hints that can be easy to miss if you're not paying attention. One of the most common ways is through her attentiveness. If she's truly interested, she'll listen intently to what you're saying, showing genuine curiosity in your life, opinions, and experiences. This attentiveness goes beyond mere politeness. She'll remember small details you've shared and bring them up later. This is her way of showing she values your thoughts and wants to build a deeper connection. Another sign of interest can be seen in her reactions to shared experiences. If she often laughs at your jokes or finds joy in the things you say, even if they aren't particularly funny, it's a good indication she's interested. Laughter is a powerful bonding tool, and when it comes naturally in your conversations, it signals a comfort level and a desire to connect. She may also try to find common ground, bringing up similar interests or experiences, creating a sense of us that helps build intimacy. Body language is also essential in indicating interest. She might lean toward you when talking, maintaining a posture that's open and inviting. If she touches her hair, gently plays with her jewelry, or smooths her clothes while speaking, these gestures, known as preening, are often subconscious ways to show she's invested in the interaction. Such actions are subtle but meaningful. They're her way of letting you know she cares about making a good impression. Additionally, notice how she creates opportunities to spend time together. Instead of waiting for you to initiate every meeting or conversation, she may suggest casual outings or find reasons to keep in touch. This proactive behavior indicates she wants to continue the connection and is looking for ways to deepen it. By recognizing these secret cues, you can better understand her intentions and decide how to respond, creating a mutual path forward. Is she just nice, or is there something more? One of the most challenging parts of understanding attraction is deciphering whether a woman is simply being kind or if there's something deeper at play. Genuine kindness and romantic interest can often look very similar, which makes it easy to misinterpret signals. However, there are subtle distinctions that can help you determine her intentions. For instance, if she goes out of her way to compliment you specifically on qualities that reflect your personality, rather than just surface-level comments, it's often a sign that her interest goes beyond friendliness. Compliments that touch on your unique traits or abilities suggest she's paying close attention and may be drawn to you personally. Another key difference lies in her level of engagement. When someone is just being friendly, their attention may be polite but not especially focused. However, if she's genuinely interested, she will show a high level of engagement, asking questions that go deeper than casual small talk and encouraging you to share more about yourself. This kind of attentive listening is her way of showing she values what you have to say and wants to connect on a deeper level. Additionally, observe her body language when you're around. Friendly body language is open but usually maintains some degree of personal distance. When a woman is interested in you, she's likely to find subtle ways to be physically closer, even in non-obvious ways, like leaning in a little more during a conversation or positioning herself next to you in group settings. These small moves often indicate a desire for proximity and comfort that extends beyond friendship. Finally, consider her consistency in initiating contact or planning time together. If she's always the one to reach out, to check in on you, or to propose meeting up, it's a strong indication that she's investing effort beyond typical friendliness. By recognizing these nuances, you can distinguish between a woman who is genuinely interested in building a connection and one who is simply being polite or friendly. How she expresses attraction without words. When it comes to attraction, women often use subtle, non-verbal cues that speak volumes. These unspoken signals are easy to overlook if you're not aware of what to look for, but they reveal a great deal about her interest and comfort level. One of the most telling signs is her eye contact. If she frequently makes eye contact with you, holding your gaze just a bit longer than with others, it's a powerful indicator of her attraction. This prolonged gaze, especially when paired with a slight smile or a warm expression, suggests that she's genuinely drawn to you. Her physical orientation can also reveal her level of interest. If she positions her body toward you, especially in a group setting, it shows she's focusing her attention on you. This isn't just about facing you directly, but involves other subtle gestures, such as angling her feet toward you or leaning in when you speak. People naturally orient themselves toward those they're most interested in, so these small gestures speak louder than words. Touch is another way she might communicate attraction without saying a word. Subtle touches, like a gentle brush on your arm, a playful nudge, or a hand lingering when she hands you something, can indicate that she's comfortable and open to closer interaction. These touches might seem incidental, but they're often intentional and suggest she's interested in creating a physical connection. Another key sign is the way she mirrors your behavior. Mirroring occurs when she unconsciously adopts your gestures, expressions, or even your speaking style. This behavior reflects a subconscious desire to create a bond and shows that she feels connected to you. If you cross your arms and she does the same shortly after, or if she matches your tone and energy level, it's her way of signaling comfort and alignment. By observing these nonverbal cues, you can gain insight into her feelings without needing her to express them verbally. These unspoken signals allow you to understand her level of attraction and gauge whether there's potential for a deeper connection. Reading her eyes, the glances that say it all. Eyes have long been considered a window into a person's emotions, and when it comes to attraction, they can convey far more than words. Women often use eye contact as a way to subtly show their interest, and the nuances of these glances can reveal her true feelings if you know how to interpret them. One of the most telling signs is prolonged eye contact. If she holds your gaze for a bit longer than usual or frequently looks into your eyes during conversation, this extended eye contact is often an indication of her interest. When paired with a soft smile or a slightly raised eyebrow, it's a powerful sign that she's engaged and focused on you in a way that goes beyond casual friendliness. Another key cue to watch for is the double take or repeated glances. If she looks away and then looks back at you multiple times, she's likely trying to see if you notice her, or she's shyly checking to see if you're still watching. This behavior often suggests she's intrigued by you, but may feel a bit nervous, which can be an endearing sign of attraction. Double takes are common when someone feels drawn to another person but doesn't want to be too obvious, so they end up stealing multiple glances. Dilated pupils are also a physiological response that can indicate attraction, as pupils naturally enlarge when someone is interested or excited. This response is often involuntary. So if you notice her pupils are larger than usual when she's looking at you, It could be a subtle sign of her attraction. Additionally, eye movements that focus solely on your face rather than wandering around the room suggest she's truly invested in what you're saying, further demonstrating her interest. Understanding these cues can help you recognize her interest without needing explicit confirmation. By paying attention to her eyes and interpreting these subtle signals, you can gain a deeper understanding of her feelings and possibly open the door to a more meaningful connection. Decoding her actions. When she wants you to make a move. Attraction is often communicated through subtle actions rather than explicit words, especially when a woman wants you to take the lead. One of the clearest indicators that she's waiting for you to make a move is her willingness to spend time alone with you. If she actively finds ways for the two of you to be together, whether it's suggesting a casual coffee or joining you for an event, it shows she's open to developing a more personal connection. This isn't just about enjoying your company. It's about creating moments where something more could naturally unfold. Another powerful signal is her interest in your life. When someone is romantically interested, they don't just ask casual questions. They dive a little deeper, asking about your past, your passions, and your dreams. If she's making an effort to get to know you beyond surface-level details, she's likely hoping that you'll recognize her curiosity as a sign that she cares. She may remember small things you've shared, like a favorite place or hobby, and bring them up later, showing that she values the connection between you two. Physical proximity is another way she might communicate her interest. If she consistently positions herself close to you, leans in when you're speaking, or finds reasons to touch your arm or shoulder, she's signaling comfort and openness. These small actions are often her way of encouraging you to take the next step, as she's subtly inviting you into her personal space. Light touches or close proximity are not gestures typically shared with just anyone, so if she's physically closing the gap, it's a strong indication she's waiting for you to make a move. Lastly, pay attention to how she reacts when you give subtle hints of interest. If she reciprocates your efforts with a smile, a lingering glance, or by leaning in herself, it's her way of matching your energy and letting you know she's comfortable with more. This kind of mutual exchange is often a green light to take things further. Understanding these signals allows you to gauge her level of interest and confidence, empowering you to respond in a way that acknowledges her cues and builds on the connection. Thank you for watching. I hope you found these insights helpful in understanding the subtle ways people express attraction. Remember, the beauty of connection often lies in the small, unspoken gestures, and recognizing these cues can bring us closer to meaningful relationships. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. And I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever noticed any of these signs yourself? Share your experiences or questions in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious and open to the subtle moments of connection.